This is the Milo Sweet Podcast, where you'll learn to get unstuck. Start now. Conquer life's challenges by learning to do difficult. Find quick and clever ways to overcome. Wait, did you think life was going to be easy? Remember, all of your excuses are now dead to me. Let's get started. Guess what time it is? It's time for you to hit the subscribe button and find just 1% that you think will benefit from this. But if you're feeling a little like generous, right? Or you're super free with your time right now, probably doing nothing because you're listening to this. Well, maybe if you're doing something, actually just make yourself free right now. Hit subscribe. What are you waiting for? Hit it. Come on. Hit subscribe. Know that you've been getting super creative during COVID-19. Tell me about that. Like, you made a song, more than one song. What is that like, and how can people get creative
I would say
right now?
You got so much time in the day, so just try to dedicate some time out of your day to do things that you like. Personally, I like music, so I've been making music and releasing it across platforms, and I've been hosting virtual parties as a DJ for people and things like that. But yeah, if you want to check any of that out, you can just Google Quay Grayson, and or even on Apple Music or Spotify, Amazon Music, any music platform. You just look up Quay Grayson. You can find me. There's 2 songs out right now. One's called FaceTime. The other one's called Valentine. But I've just kind of been getting into the swing of things. So every month, my goal is to try to bring and release new music, to the people, and really for no reason at all, other than for the love of the arts. So I would say just spend some time to dedicate to do that, and especially during these times where we have so much more freedom than we normally would.
That's interesting. You said during these times we have more freedom than we normally would. Now there's a group of people, we're not going to get into the politics of that, but that feel like we don't have freedom. So you said we have some freedom, and you're using that to create. I just want to make that connection for people, because sometimes we hear things and we don't connect. And I think, that's kind of what I'm using this time. I'm using it to podcast, or to create a YouTube channel, or online course, Homeschool from the Heart. It's already going to be in the show notes. That's for you. Teaching parents the mental mindset of homeschooling, and it's really for anyone that's a parent. So even if you're not homeschooling, all parents are teachers. And if you're not teaching your kid, please stop listening to my podcast. It will not be beneficial for you. I'm just letting you know, disclaimer, I do not care. So I think that's really interesting that you said that. Now, what do you feel what does it feel like to make a song that you believe in? What does that
I would
feel
say, it's different now with what I have here, but it's like vibrations and sounds. You just kind of got to feel the sound and just kind of feel the vibrations. I actually used to play on a grand piano, which I think is better than playing on a electric, which is what I'm using here now, because everything's digital. But when you play on a real instrument, you can actually feel the vibrations from that instrument, and it's something about that just allows you to be more creative. You just kind of gotta, don't really focus so much on what you're gonna do next, but just zone out and just feel the music, feel the sounds, and just let it be what it's going to be as it continues to build. Because one thing, there's no God, there's no rules in music. It's pretty much whatever you decide and however you decide to make it. So, just get out there and just, be open and just create.
This COVID-19 time, especially if you're cooped up in the house, do something creative. Paint, draw. I make music. It might be published if there's a platform that will not deem it illegal. Maybe. So we're going to wrap it up. What are 3 tips, or 1, 5, whatever you have inside of you, that can help someone decide if they want to move to Atlanta? what would help them decide? Or like, what's like something beautiful that you should consider if you want to move to Atlanta? I definitely don't. I mean, I would be open to relocating there, but it would be at the bottom of my list.
That's funny.
But that's a
Yeah,
different
I would just
topic for a
say,
different
hey,
day.
Atlanta's the new Hollywood, it's the Black Mecca. So if you're in the arts, entertainment, acting, music, if you got a passion for anything in that area, Atlanta's definitely a hot spot for that. Which would be a reason for you to go and definitely get out there, network, and meet people. That's one of the big things about Atlanta. Definitely a huge nightlife. So if you're not really looking for that, it may not be the best place for you either. But if you want to have that as an option, Atlanta's like party city. There's a lot going on every day, all day. There's somewhere you can be in Atlanta. Trust me, there's something going on somewhere. And then thirdly, I mean, the weather is just gorgeous most times of the year. Weather's really good. And you can just spend a lot of time kind of outdoors, lots of things to do outside as well, outside of the nightlife stuff during the day. And, that's Atlanta. It's a growing city. It's thriving. They're building more and more people are moving there. More people who aspire to be actors and singers and writers and whatnot. It's becoming like a new LA. And it already is. So, it's just something to think about, key things to consider, and make sure you got a plan on how you can make some money, because the cost of living is very expensive. So you don't want to live, you don't want to, yeah, you don't want
Don't go there broke.
You don't want to live in the hood of Atlanta. I would definitely advise you to have a plan, before you just kind of jump in and dive in, head first. So, but yeah, I mean, Atlanta's a beautiful place, and a lot of people probably never leave. But the more you see, the more you know. So I'm sure there's places out there that are, probably even better than Atlanta. Just got to find it. Select.
Oh my gosh, it's my pleasure. And for all those Quay Grayson fans out there, you know where to find him on his platforms. I'll put it in the show notes, and show him some love by making a purchase. Thanks so much.
All right, that's another episode in the books. Hello? I said it's over. Why are you still listening? Like, seriously, the episode is over. If you're still listening right now, you know what? You're probably a chronic procrastinator. Guess what? I'm still listening too. Come on, for real, seriously. We gotta go do something productive. No, like, for real. No, for real. Okay, you can keep listening.